Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I am going to go through my empty products. I've been saving these up for a while, so I really want to get rid of them. I'm just going to go through the products I've used up, kind of give you a mini review on what I thought and if I buy it again. I've done a few of these before, so I'll link one on the screen now to my last one. I'm just going to get in and show you what I thought of the products I've used up. So yeah, let's get into it. Just on top here I have this from Soap & Glory. It's their Clean On Me shower gel. This is just kind of, I think this might be one of the more, this is like the original Soap & Glory scent, I think. I've had this since Christmas and there's a tiny bit in the bottom but I couldn't really get it out, so I'm just gonna chuck this away. I actually really liked this. It lasted for such a long time and it just did a great job. It really like lathers up and it smells really great. So I definitely would recommend it. I think I might get one of these again. I'm really happy I liked the scent. This was a gift, but I would definitely repurchase one of these. It just lasts for so long. And the Soap & Glory, like the body puff things that you use in the shower, they're my favourite by far. Like I've used cheap ones, I've used different brands, and Soap & Glory is just my favourite. And that came with this. So yeah, I really liked this. I think I might try a different scent though if I were to buy it again. Of course, I have a Batiste dry shampoo in here. This is the Floral and Flirty Blush one, and this is the 400ml. It's absolutely huge. I already have another one. This one's just on my desk, like in use. I really like this scent. I go through phases of using like the regular one and the brown one, like the brunette one. I like both, but I just kind of go through phases, but I'm kind of loving the originals right now. This is my favourite dry shampoo. It's in every single Empties video. It's just the best. It soaks up oil the best, and it's just great. I absolutely love it, and it's really affordable as well, which is just perfect. I have got here something I've been using for ages, and I actually didn't really finish it. I kind of emptied what I had in here into a travel size, but this is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and this is the old packaging. I think they've updated it now. This is really great. Right now I'm using Makeup Revolution Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray, and I have to say I don't notice too much difference depending on what setting spray I use. If it's made to like make makeup last, it's usually fine. But I do like this. I'm not sure if I'd buy it again just because it's obviously more expensive. I'd probably try something else, but I did like it. But I've had this for so long. I think because it's expensive, I just like don't like to use it every day, and I end up just having it for so long. I should probably actually try and finish my travel size one up. I've mentioned this in a couple of favourites videos ago, I think it was. It's the John Frieda 7 Days Volume in Shower Treatment. So it's like a post-conditioner step in the shower. You just kind of use it like a conditioner. You just put it all through your hair and then leave it in for a little bit and then just rinse it out. I'm obsessed with this range. Like I've got this, I've repurchased it, I've now got the shampoo and the conditioner. I've got this you use in damp hair like after you get out of the shower, and I used them all today, and I've just found it gives me a bit more volume in my hair. I really struggle to get volume. I really like this range. I got this in a glossy box, and it's things like this. I never ever would have bought this like on a whim. I just know I wouldn't, but because I got it in my glossy box and I tried it out and it just made such a huge difference, I've ended up repurchasing it. It's become like an absolute favourite of mine. So that's why I love getting beauty boxes. Because you just find things like this. I really love this. I think it's so great, and this lasted me a long time. You kind of use it once a week, or maybe like every few washes, so maybe once every 2 weeks, and yeah, absolutely love it. Can't say enough good things about it. If you have thin hair or if you struggle to get volume, I definitely would recommend this range. I've got a Real Technique sponge in here. I've had this one I think since Christmas, and I thought it was time to get a new one, and I bought a 4-pack. It's already so dirty. I've only been using it for like a week, so this is my new one, and I think this is softer. I definitely have noticed a difference. Obviously this one's wet, that's why it's so much bigger, but I noticed straight away that it was softer. I really love these sponges. I think they're so great. For the price, they're amazing. I got 4 sponges for, I think it was £18, and literally you could just about buy a beauty blender with that. I love the beauty blender, but in comparison now with all of the competition it has, I just don't think it's really worth the money. These are my favourite. I just love them. I've loved it ever since I've used it the first time, which probably like a good couple years ago now. I always go back to this. Okay, this is a bit of a random thing and it's kind of gross because it's dirty, but this is my Emma Hardy, hold on, This is my Emma Hardy Professional Cleansing Cloth. I recently repurchased a little 3-pack here. These are like just the best. They come so cutely packaged. This was £15, so obviously for a flannel it's quite up there, but I used this one for way too long. I got it with the Moringa cleansing balm like ages ago. I don't even want to say how long ago, and it is just the best face cloth I've ever used. I don't really want to keep it in shot because it's totally gross, hence why I bought a new pack. But it's just amazing. It's so soft and it just helps to really clean your skin, and it just feels so much better than like a cheap flannel. I used the Liz Earle, I've forgotten what they're called, muslin cloths for the longest time, and then I got my hands on this and I just haven't looked back since. This is so much better, and the Liz Earle one is pretty good. So yeah, I thought it was time to get rid of this disgusting thing, and I've bought a new 3-pack which I'm sure will last me for ages. And that cleansing balm is really good as well, but it's so pricey that I haven't repurchased it. I have other stuff which I like. It's probably not as like luxury and special feeling, but it kind of does the job, so I didn't purchase it, but I seriously thought about it. I stood like at the counter for ages trying to like convince myself to buy it, but in the end I decided it was just too much money. So in the future I'll treat myself, but not this time. Speaking of skincare, which I love, which is a little bit cheaper, still nice and still like not the cheapest, still a bit higher end, is Liz Earle. I love it. I always mention it. So my Cleanse and Polish hot cloth cleanser is just one of the best cleansers going. It's so gentle, it's so lovely. Already got a new one. And also the Instant Boost Skin Tonic. This is probably my favourite toner. It's definitely up there. I haven't repurchased it yet, but I will either steal one from my mum when I visit home, which I haven't done for a while, but yeah, if I do I'll steal one from her because she's always got like a stash, or I will get it again. It's such, again, just they're just really gentle, but they really do clean. I absolutely love them. I've shown these in like endless empties videos as well. I've got a couple of deodorants in here. These are just the Dove Go Fresh deodorants, roll on. I've got the cucumber one and the grapefruit one. I've actually, I don't know what it is. I've been using like the stick deodorant, which is a little bit different to this, and I actually prefer it, but I can't find it in these scents. That would be like ideal. So I've got like a different Dove one, but I do love Dove. I've been using it for years. I've recently kind of transitioned to roll on, and now I've gone into like the stick deodorant. I think that one's the best, but I really love these as well. I used up the Vichy Aqualia Thermal Light Moisturiser. This is one of my all-time favourites. I've gone through like probably like 3 or 4 of these. It's just a really lightweight gel moisturiser. It's just a really nice like light moisturiser. It's not too heavy and it just does the job. I really love this particular range as well. And then I've got another favourite, the Clinique All About Eyes Rich Eye Cream. I've mentioned this a million times. This is my favourite eye cream. I always go back to it, use it morning and night. I just love it. I mentioned it in my previous video actually, so yeah, love this. A couple of makeup things. I've got my Benefit Professional. I've had this for ages. This is such a great primer. I really do love it. It's just really good at like this area where all your pores might be showing a little bit. It just blurs imperfections. It really is worth the hype. This is a good one. Another thing which is worth the hype, the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Concealer. I'm so like, I use the same stuff. This is just on my desk. This is the neutralizer one, which I'm loving right now. I usually use the light one, but they just brought out the neutralizer in the UK, and I think I prefer it. So I probably won't get light again, but this is just a great daily concealer. It just does everything. Like, it just brightens under the eyes, covers, like, it will just cover minimal imperfections. It's not going to cover like huge breakouts or anything, but it just kind of is that everyday concealer that will just do what you need it to get through an average day. I love this. Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara, again, one of my favourites. So great for just adding length, a bit of volume, and holds a curl really well. And then I've got my Clinique High Impact Mascara. I always get these minis in like Clinique bonus time, and I think they're really great for lower lashes because they're not waterproof, so I don't really use them on top, but for lower lashes they're great. I used it today. I have like so many backups. I used up the Zoella hand cream. I really love this. I love her products. I especially love the original scent. The original is always the best. I just used this at work. I kind of just left it on my desk and ended up using it up in a few months. It's a great hand cream. I wouldn't say it sinks into the skin like really fast, but it won't kind of stay on your skin for too long. Yeah, I love Zoella. She's such a babe. Then I've got this little sample from the Body Shop, Oils of Life Facial Oil. I really liked this. I definitely would consider purchasing the full size. It was just a really nice oil to use at night and just kind of made my skin feel really good and just sunk in nicely and kind of just hydrated everything. And then I also finished up this from Revlon. It's the Colour Stay Gel Envy Diamond Top Coat. I was on kind of a no-buy, not like an official no-buy, but I was trying not to buy anything and I didn't want to repurchase my Seche Vite, so I had this in my collection and I just used it. It's definitely not as good as Seche Vite, that's my absolute favourite, but it was a pretty good top coat. It just took a little bit longer to dry than I would like. I've got my LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Classic Ivory, I think it is. I got this ages ago again. It's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to repurchase it just because the shade isn't really right and this is the lightest shade. Yeah, it's just a bit pinky, but the formula was good. I'm not sure, I didn't really fall in love with it. I know loads of people were like hype about it, but I wasn't like in love with it. But it kind of did a pretty good job. I think if it was in a better shade, then I could probably say more how I felt about it, but as it just wasn't my favourite. And then the last thing is just this nail buffer. This is from, I think it's a brand called Vine Vera. It was like one of those stands just in town. The guy on the stand totally drew me in and just made me buy something. He like buffed my nail and like just made it really shiny, and I'm gonna be honest, I never used to use these. I didn't really see the point, but after having this one I just feel like I've been totally converted and I end up using these all the time. I think they're so good for your nails, and honestly like the 4 steps are just great for keeping my nails in great condition, keeping them nice and shiny, and I feel like my nail polish goes on so much better after I use one of these, so I just wanted to mention that. If you don't use these or think they're kind of pointless, I definitely would suggest giving them a try. Okay, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!